So sum, add by the date to date, this specified date, and we will count also later. Okay, first, sum. When we say sum, you will add all the data or the entry. So let's try to add all the sa age niya. So saan pagbuhat again, if you want to add or do the command, always start with an equal sign. Highlight the cells kung asa imo gusto i-add. Dayon, sorry. Before that, don't forget to write the command or the function sum. Okay, sum, open parenthesis. Dayon, you highlight, close na siya. You highlight the cell kung asa mo gusto i-add, close parenthesis, then enter. So there, young sum is 172. Next, what if I will go, if I'll find the mean? This is very useful sa research, the stat, no? Mean, or the average. So still the same, equal, average, open parenthesis, highlight the text, the range, and then close parenthesis, and then enter. So there, the average is 17.2. So obviously there are 10. So 172 divided by 10, and that is 17.2. Okay? Don't worry, napanay daghan functions. Mo ni diri kani nga button na diri sa pinaka-last kani na summation nga notation, na sum, average, count, and so on. So daghan kay pwede ka mapili diri. And again, depende na sa imong field kung sa imong focus. Okay? For education, for this one. Now, how about the day? Today. So pwede na siya day to day. So you will simply encode, obviously, function man siya. We will start with, so to start basta mag-function, you will start with the equal sign. Today, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, then enter, which is 9/24/2020. You can change the format. So September 24, 2020. How about a particular date? For example, makainumdum ka nga, nag-date mo ani nga time. Pila na mo ka days nag-date or nag-on na, di ba? So you can type, for example, equal sign, the date, the word date, okay? Na ay date dire, okay? Dayon, open parenthesis. For example, nag-start mo, let's try to remember unsay gipangayo una. Don't forget, you will start with the year, the month, year, comma, month, comma, and the day. For example, you will start with, nag-start na mo o kuan pa, 1991. Yung comma, August, that is 8. Then the last day sa August, which is 31. So there, wala nga date. Now, unsa day gamit ani niya? Because there are some tasks na pwede nimo siya i-minus, no? Pila na lang pila to ka days ang niagi. So you can do that. For example, find a space, no, sa imong sheet, equal sign. So you subtract the date to day minus ano sa to yung specified niya date, that is equal sign. So there are 10,617 days after ana, which is sakto siya, okay? So something like that. Now, what if count? If you want to count pila ka buok ang response sa imong question, so pwede sa nimo mabuhat. For example, this cell, always start with an equal sign, okay? And then count, type count, open parenthesis, daghan options ito, count, open parenthesis, highlight the text or the range, close parenthesis, and then equal sign. So there are 10, which is actually correct. There are 10 respondents. But how about the gender? Okay, so for example, gender, okay, here, daghan man gender, no? Pero focus na female o male, no? For example, gender, count, then open parenthesis, FM, and then so on. Try to check kung sa kayo mo gawas. The answer is 0. Why is it 0? Because the count command or the count function is just intended for numbers. What if dili na siya number, like this one, FM, 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 and so on, mga letters. So instead of using count, you can change this one sa formula bar, there is a babaw. Count, you can change this one sa formula bar, there is a babaw. You use count A. Tangan mo A, the number of values in the data set. Whatever value is that, number, letters, words, and so on, you can do that. So instead of count, you use count A, then enter. Wala siya na enter, then enter. Here, so 10, let's say. Okay? So again, instead of using count, count is only intended for numbers and count A for all the values. So equal sign, let's try it again. Count A, then open parenthesis, let's try to count everything. Ilan ni sila tanan? There are 60 tanan ng mga entries na nasa set. Okay, so we're done with sum, average, date, count. How about if we will join the values parihaning sa name nga part? Let's use it. Let's try to do it here. Okay, so column K, De La Cruz, Mary May G. So we can use the command is equal to command con con sorry con nate this one, and then parenthesis, click the first cell, which is the family name, comma, the first name, comma, the middle initial, and then close parenthesis. Try to check unsay mo gawas niya. There, De La Cruz Mary May G. Pero nagsumpay-sumpay siya. So unsa man nato pagbutang og anang so nato pagbutang og comma and at the same time space. Pwede magsumpay-sumpay. Still the same. Encode the command concatenate and then open parenthesis, the family name. Then in order for us to add a comma, you use the quotation mark, then comma, this one, comma, then the first name, quotation mark, and then space, comma, and then the middle initial. Okay, close parenthesis. Wala siya comma na. Ito nakalimtan nga comma here. Wait, comma, enter. There, De La Cruz, Mary Meiji. So you can copy the entire formula. Just click this one, the small box, and then drag it down. So there, nakopy na nimo tanan. Okay? Nakopy na nimo tanan, na-combine nimo ang cells niya sa name. So dali ra nga part. Next, how about kaning sa column I? If you notice, very wala nagkatarong iyang mga spaces, maybe pag-encode ni siya sa respondents and so on. So we will use the cleanup data. We will trim. Okay. We will use column M for this one. So this one is very simple. So you type equal sign, then trim. Okay. Remove spaces, characters, na siya, no? Trim. And then this one, click the Hogue, and then close parenthesis there, the Hogue Cebu City. There, drag tanan and so on. So nalimpyo na imuhang address. So ato na ni siya i-remove. Let's try to remove this one. Delete column. Okay. Sorry. Now, in ani nga case lang, unsaon din ni siya. For example, imong delete ang imong original nga column. So let's continue Control Z. Para for example, you will delete column I and then you want to leave the format na nasa column B. You just have to copy this one, Control C, and then right click again, then paste values only. Okay, so once you delete the column I, it will not delete also delete the katong pasted ni mga files, so something like that. So nabilin ra siya. Okay, next, what else? Sa pa to itong mga discuss. How about the Google Translate? Here, translate. I have here some words. Pizza, school, beautiful, I love you, awesome, perfect. Let's try to translate this one into Korean, for example. Ay, ilang sa Korean. Tagalog. So very simple. Start with an equal sign. Google Translate. Translate here. You can click that one. I open parenthesis. Then you start with the cell. Kung saan mo ang gusto nga cell, which is kani A3, then comma, and then the language code. You can check the language code sa internet. For example, for this one, pizza English na siya. So let's start with EN and then comma, change this one into Tagalog. Tagalog is, I guess, TL. Let us check. By TL. Those parentheses. Loading. Okay, pizza na gihapon siya. Then, ato da i-drag sa ubos. Copy. So, ang school, paaralan. Beautiful, maganda. I love you, mahal kita, awesome, kasindak-sindak, perfect, perfecto. And then also, what if Korean ato ah? So, equal again, Google Translate. Here, Google Translate. Then, click the cell kung saan gusto i-translate, comma, then EN, source, which is English, comma, we want to change it sa Korean, KO, Korean. And here. Wala siya, no? Pizza school. Joke, rabi to dito, sakto yung pronunciation. So, kana siya. Okay, so pwede na ni mo mabuhat. You can check this site kung asa to siya. Here, mga code ni mo, mga language no? Kung asa siya nga part. Okay, outside mga code niya, language na code, Spanish, and so on. Okay, you can check that one also online. Okay, next, we're done with Google Translate. We're down to our last two, which is ang Sparkline o ang comment. When we say Sparkline, these are small graphs. For example, kaning sa imong age. Imo tan-awon if normally distributed siya. So let's try to use this cell. Equal sign, okay, Sparkline. Sparkline here. Na siya command niya nito was Sparkline, open parenthesis, highlight the range, 16 to 19, close parenthesis, enter. So try to check na siya graph. Masudra siya sa usa ka cell. Okay, so kana imo matan-aw nimo. Same as with the grade and so on, Sparkline. Okay, next, by the way, you can add graph. No, for example, if you want to graph gender o kaning age nimo, so format, insert, and then after sa insert, you chart. Okay. Ang kanindot sa chart sa Google Sheet, kay when you paste it sa imong Google Docs, when you change the data, the graph will also change. So, no need na sa imuha nga mag-copy paste na sad and so on, mag-change yung data and so on. So, lisod. No. So, kani siya dali ra siya. So, let's use ito yung range, E3, E4 to F13. Okay. There. Muna yung graph. And then, if you want to copy, Control C, ito sa Google Docs, for example, na mo yung research your presentation of data and so on, then you paste it, link. So you will have an option to paste it, link to spreadsheet, or paste and link, meaning di mo siya malink ang mga data. So let's try to use link to spreadsheet, paste. Because when we change, ayan na paste for a while. Dahil ang na-copy ganina, this one, copy. For a while, copy. Dito na nato siya, no? Insert. Pwede rin mo dire insert chart from sheets. If lisod kayo siya mag-copy, dugay. Then spreadsheet, let's try to use untitled. Untitled, select. Okay, then choose this one. Then choose this graph. Then import. There. So, you notice nagawas na siya, no? Then, if you want to change the data, for example, let's delete this one. For example, I'll change the date. Kani may siyang 20, 20, kana lang, 20, 20, 20. So, let's try to check also sa imuhang Google Docs if na-change ba siya. Let's try to check. Sa to ang mga lahit na dito ang ano, GN, the age, but the young one. Let's try to check if age. Loading. Like edit na. Patience is a virtue. Okay. Here, let's try to check. I guess wala ni nato na link. Open source here. Nana siya supposedly mo gawas, no? Okay. Basta automatic classes, hapit na ang time, no? Automatic class mo gawas na siya ang imuhang update sa imuhang data. Don't worry, mugawas na siya when you change also the initials or the data itself. Let's proceed to the last. Allow me to do the last, which is pinaka-importante, ang comment. For example, if you want to change or if you want to leave a comment, we will check it later ha kato graph. For example, this one, De La Cruz, you can add a comment here. You can add a comment or you can just right click, add comment like this one, Control Alt M, so it's your option. So for example, please format this cell, format the file. Okay, for example, like that. And then I want to include a certain user. So you use the plus sign, for example, my other account, this one, then assign to this Gmail account and then assign. When I click assign, my my Gmail account or my inbox, I will receive a message from the Google Sheet reminding you about this comment. So nana siya. Money kanindot siya hang comment na part, okay, which I will not include. Okay. Then the last one is ang sharing options here. After your work, you can share this one. No, you will be given with this instructions or options. The first one is you can add people who can edit. For example, I will be using or I will ask some people kanisiya ako na ipang-click kung kinsay akong gusto ipang-add aning maka-edit. So it's better you will ask the Gmail account. Then you can check the options if unsa sila, if they can edit or they can only view, they can print, and so on. Okay. For example, I will add myself. Okay. So notify. So you will have an option if editor ba siya, viewer lang ba siya, makatanaw ra siya without commenting, di siya maka-perform of any corrections, mentor, and then editor. So I will click editor so that pwede siya maka-change, maka-download, and so on. You can have it here also. Editors can change permissions and share. Viewers and commentators can see the option to download, print, and copy only. Okay. Then the last one will be here. I will, or kung wala jud ka, no, you can copy the link. No, kung makakabaw sila ng Gmail account, you can copy the link and paste it sa Messenger and so on. So that's it. And I believe kamo sa inyong time very advanced naman sa mo. You are not afraid to try. So don't be afraid to discover awesome things about Google Sheets. Thank you very much, Sir Franz. Hello. Any questions? Naay question diri. Allow me to answer.
Question, hello natin, question.
Yes, naay question diri si Shana.
Yes, Shana, sorry, my apologies. I'm like zigzagging between meetings. Yes.
Yeah, Shana.
Kasi question ni Shana.
Ay siya, sir, unsay inferential stat mabuhat namo sa sheets.
Oh.
You can use
Sir Alanton.
You can use also correlation. You can also use t-test. For example, correlation kaning age o ang grade ha. So equal sign, correl, okay, there, correl, Pearson. then open parenthesis, highlight the text kung sa imo ang gusto, the age, comma, and also the grade. Daghan siya, the same siya sa Excel. Okay? So napaman na yung mga add-ons, pero more on mas daghan ang Excel. Mga basic niya, mga mean, okay? Basic na mga stat nga mga results. Sa inferential ka na correlation. There statistical here na yung option
Okay,
there.
na, maka-screen share ka
Average.
ka,
Ay,
Sir
sorry.
Alenton?
Ala, sorry. Nagyaw-yaw ko. Wala din. Naka-screen share. For a while, ha?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ako na unta itong imagine yun. Naka-realize ko nga mura. Isod ko
So,
ni-imagine. Char.
here. So, again, balik na balik. So, there. For example, if you want to correlate the age and the grade, the respondents, so you can use equal sign and then correl, a function for correlation, open parenthesis, highlight the first one, this one, the first range, comma, then the second range na gusto niyo i-correlate. Okay? Then enter. So there is a negative correlation between the two. Then you can have also other tools here na there is a summation part, statistical, the average here, nakita man siguro, no? There. Okay. Mga chi-square, there. Nakita yung mga covariance, the F distribution, and so on. Maximum, minimum, okay, percentage, the Poisson distribution, standard deviation, you can check the standard deviation. Pinaka-common niya. Mean, the variance, and so on. Okay? And you can have add-ons also if you want to have an advanced format or functions for your Google Sheets. Sir Franz?
Yes. Manaka. Okay ba ako? Manaka no, I mean.
Ay, sorry.
I have no idea. Yes, so do you have other questions? Is it possible from Jail Vincent Luna, is it possible to copy and paste a sheet to another sheet?
Yes. You have the option to copy with the format. That's what I've said, copy and paste. Or you can duplicate. For example, this one, the raw data. If you want to copy everything, the format, the file, and so on, so you can just write this one. Naka-share to Sir Friends, no?
Yes.
This one, the sheet, raw data nga sheet. So you have the option there to rename the sheet, to delete, to duplicate, to copy to, and so on. For example, if you want to copy everything, just duplicate. Click the duplicate command, and then duplicate na siya. There, duplicate. Tayo mo gawas na copy of raw data. So you can rename that one. There, rename.
Sugoy.
So mo data. So something like that. Pwede na mo ma-rename.
Question also, in relation to that, baka I'm thinking, di man tapaheta ni Sir John Carl no, nga rich kid, niya, laptop. So, saan pag-copy or paste, sir, using the phone? Or do you have an idea? Or does anyone have an idea on how to copy paste using your mobile gadgets?
Meaning, sir, nag-open na ka o Google Sheet.
Example, ako Google Sheet. Like
asa
this,
ka
kasi
nag-open?
I'm using my phone.
Okay.
Saan ako pag-copy paste? Okay, maka-right click mo ko na or long press? Unsaan na siya?
Long press. Usually sa phone is long press. Then copy niya mo. Paste naman siya sa clipboard. Dayon, you can paste that one also. You have the option niya. Long press again, then paste.
Sige. I hope now some of you listen to that. Okay. I think most of you are using mobile gadgets, no?
Yeah, mobile. How about, sir, can we use Google Sheets if, for example, wala may internet, like nag-offline lang mi? You can actually do that. I believe na-discuss ko ni, right? So you can go sa imuhang Google Drive, na ay settings dito, and then try to click the offline. Pwede na nimo ma-edit while nag-offline. So you can also download the Google Sheet app, or pwede na sa ka mag-edit by using your phone.
You heard that, ha? Sige. Any other questions? Please ask away. Don't be scared. Dili ra na stricto si Surgeon Carl. Matud pa ni Jamaica. Napay question?
Every time Sir says awesome, drink a glass of water.
Wa na, ihi na ko. Kung okay, okay. Oh, saan naman eh? Charis, Kendra, do you have other questions sa tong Facebook or sa YouTube? Ating mga questions?
Na dito sa YouTube, don't forget to subscribe sa akong channel. Sure, wala bitaw.
Wow, unhan pa
Wala
minimo Tambuli sa bago sa channel ni Sir. Wait lang. I have a question and kanya muhatag ko prize kung kinsa makatubag first. You chat it ha, either sa Facebook, YouTube or here sa Google Meet. No, please Tambuli monitor kinsa maunag tubag. Okay. Unsay command para sa Google Translate? Chat na yun.
You mean the formula, Sir Franz, or the
O
command?
katong kuan ba? Imo i-type
Okay.
or unsay mo ikuan. Di na necessarily nga na cells ha. Katulang kuan. Wala mo chat.
Wala nakakuha. Wala siguro sila naminaw.
Wala mo malinga atong pizza og mahal kita. Oh yes, Louis Mardel Cabajo. Please give me your number para loadan ka.
Wow.
Yes, worth 100. O sige. Napa may questions? Wala man. Managile. Sige, any more questions? Or sir, kanang di ba naman na sa Google sa Google Sheets, right? That what if kuan na question. What if wala na ko ni storage ang phone?
What do you mean by storage ang phone? Sa kuan Google Drive.
Mo may gipangutanos bata.
Sa Google Drive.
Ni Shante Blas Lorente.
By the way, ang kaning Google Sheets no, advantage pud sa iya compared sa Microsoft Excel kay mo automatic if online ka, mo automatic siya o save. So di ra ka mahadlok nga mawala siya or di siya ma-save imong gipangbuhat. And you can check that one also sa imong Google Drive. Naara na dito. Kung sa imong gilagin, for example, nag-UP mail ko, amo nang gigamit. So you can check that one. You can check your files sa Google Drive. So imong Google Drive, di ba unlimited man ta natin unlimited na.
Yes, Google Drive for UP emails, unlimited storage.
Yes, unlimited siya storage. Tapos kung mo i-download or save as Excel, ato nimo sa imong cellphone. So kana kukuha na nun siya, consume siya og space.
Okay. Now, na question si Jal. Very active, Jal. We appreciate that. Sir, in phone, do we install the Google Sheets or can we go in Google Drive?
You have the option, Jael. If napay daghang storage imong phone para sa app, then download para maditso ra nimo access imong Google Sheet. Or if you want para dili na ka maka-consume og kanang space imong sa storage imong phone, then you can use na lang your browser, no? Buka sa Gmail, Driver, and ana.
So again ha, balik ko na to. You can either upload the app, download the apps, or you may do everything sa browser actually.
Yes, the same ra siya sa phone, pero gamay lang siya og screen. So you need to adjust. O kana mag-swipe pa ka to the left, right, up, down, something.
Next question po. Pwede ba maka-compute for how do we pronounce this? Homoskedasticity.
Maybe you can do it one by one. Di ba naman na siya steps, no? Pero for the entire, wala ko kita sa iyang stat nga tool. And wala pa ko naka-try po. Pero if na kay flow, you can have it one by one.
Okay.
Wala man siya dire.
Yes, mura to, sir.
Yes.
May I add up na lang sa ko sa kanabang using the app nga Google versus using the browser. I hope na-discuss ba ni yesterday? If not, well, we'll discuss this like, duh, we're already here. It's basically the same, but you'll find more functions if you use the browser. Fact.
Yes.
May functions nga naa sa browser nga wala sa app. Okay, so sometimes what if mo ana si Sir Jun Kelsey ang grade 7, unsa grade 9 nga math no, kay siya may grade 9. So like, oy, you do this thing using Google Sheets. Nya, mo ana mo hala sa phone wala lagi na sir. So use the browser, you log in there and then use Google Sheets inside the browser. That way you might be able to see the function. And also, your Google Chrome will also have a kanang option nga web browser version. Okay, ang Google Chrome, when you download it, mura man na siya app version. So you download, you go to settings or change it to web browser version. So ana siya. So that I hope I've answered your question, Gemwell Noval. Sa phone or computer, do they have the same format? More or less the same look, more or less the same interface, correct, no? But
Yeah.
sometimes na function na di makita sa app. Sakto man, Sir Alento, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Really helps a lot. You're welcome.
I hope na nakatunan yung mga
Yes, I
viewers.
hope na may nakatunan. O si Nina Marie Angana. Makita niyo
Ninya.
siyang face. Hi! With her sister, I guess. Oh, anyway, on ako another question. Sana number. Kisa to si first. Kisa to first na kada. Oh, wala giyang number. Palihog na lang ko Tambuli. Number 2. Question. Again, ang first makatubag na 100 pesos na load. Question. Unsay pasabot atong dollar sign sa Google Sheet? Oh yes, John Michael Yanto, pinaka-update, no? Hey, congrats, you win a 100 peso load, no? Please coordinate with Tambuli for your number. So ang dollar sign means currency. So yeah, so and again sa kuan pa ni Sir Alento ganina, dili ra dollar sign ang naaniha. Asa nagkuban. Are there more questions? May question si kung maka-ANOVA ba ang sheets mo tumbling ko? Maka-ANOVA ba, sir? Kaya mo tumbling si Shana.
I'm sorry, sir.
Maka-ANOVA ba ang sheets? It's akong electric fan.
Kung na kay add-on,
Is the add-on part sa Google Sheet or you have to download it from a third-party app?
I have never tried mag-download sa Nova. Basta na siya sa add-on options. That's right.
Sa Google Sheet. So it's within Google Sheet?
Mm-hmm.
Kulbaan na siya na. Sa man siya na, mo tumbling ka.
Mo upload, mo man siya sa iyang nasa link something, sir. Nasa link something siya. So, manage.
But sa, i-on sa mo camera, Sir Lenton. Lain kay akura, no?
Ang camera sa
camera. Okay, polo biya kay ka. Stripes. Yee! Prepared ka na si Sir John Carl ron.
Kato siya.
2 weeks ni siya wa mato.
Para ninyo. Para sa UP
Sir,
Tambuli.
best gamit na software sa stock nga free para CI na mo.
Excel.
Dili sheets?
Mas ganang ko sa Excel. Kaya naamagod siya add-ons dito. Especially UP Mail ta. And nakatry sa ko. Pwede siya mag-linear regression dito.
Pero I think na ay limitation ang Office 365 sa students, sir. They can't download it in their laptops. Yes. I was made aware just recently.
Pero pwede naman bisan dili 365 maka-download man sa katong add-on sa Excel dito siya automatic na siya. Pwede na siya dito. Mas safe pa walay license something.
Okay. Anything else? Surgeon ka pag on camera lain kay akura. Sayang imong polo. Any more questions? Ano yung question?
Wala na?
Wala na. Oh. Ito ipin. Sir, in your opinion, which is better, Microsoft Excel or Google Sheet?
As what I've said ganina, depende. Okay, if your goal or focus nimo is to collaborate, so ato ka sa Google Sheets kay makakuha kag kanang immediate response sa imong kuan sa imong group members. For example, karon no remote learning namoy buhaton doon. So kamo tanan maka-work sa usa ka trabaho at the same time. Unlike sa na Excel na dugay mag-upload pa ka ana. Pero functionality mas daghan ang Excel, okay? Especially kung advanced sa imuhang kanang program or updated ang imuhang file or updated imuhang Excel. So kana. So depende jud sa imuhang goal or sa imuhang trabaho. Pero
I hope
one more thing dai. For kuan Google Sheets nindot sad siya, especially kung online pareha atong Google Translate kay maka-change day ka automatic dito, no? Pareha sad sa pailain atong command QR code, so maka-change ka dayon, convert. Ana.
question, sir, kay I'm thinking UP Mail man nilang gamit, no? Yan na may Microsoft Excel online.
Yes, Microsoft
So
Online.
which is better?
If imo i-compare, mas nindot ang Google Sheet compared sa Microsoft Online. Kay functionality-wise, kana mas nindot siya.
Mas kuan siya for collaboration?
Mas advanced po siya compared, mas updated ang Google Sheets.
Any more question? Thank you, Jail. No? Dapat ay question?
Ngit-ngit kay ko, Sir Franz.
Basin si mong naong rana. Sa ba?
This a light.
Ring light. This is a light. So, naasan saan to cherries? Yes, dapat ay questions? Okay, kung wala na tayo questions, I think, wait. Natay question, wala na. So, pwede ba mag-paste ang chart gikan sa Excel to Sheets?
Yes, pwede siya.
Maguba ba ang format, Sir Alenton?
What do you mean maguba?
Okay, di ba sometimes ang sheet, or image ba ang pag-copy, like-paste dito, or graph siya with the data and everything?
You have the options, nakailain-lain nga options no nga. You can paste it as picture para sure. Okay? Pwede sa dili nimo i-usab. For example, kana-adjust mo ka sa imong graph, no? Nag-adjust ka sa imong cell para musud siya, mo gamay, and so on. I-upload mo sa Google Sheet. Usab siya, kay standard man ang katong sa Google Sheet. So I suggest kung from Excel to Google Sheet, you just paste it na lang as picture na lang para di jud siya mausab. Pero if imuhang goal kay magkanang change sa data, so adto ka sa mag-paste na sa Google Docs. Same naman siya, ma-update na sa siya if ever.
Okay. So thank you sa question. What's her name? Justine Rose Barnados. Grade 8 man siya, di ba? Diyan team na inin ako. Yes. Any more questions? What na question? I think wala na question. Kay question. Wala tayo question, oy. Sige. I request everyone to turn on their cameras and we'll have our picture documentation first. Okay? So, thank you so much, Sir Alenton. A round of applause for Sir Alenton. Hooray! Okay. Unmute microphone. Turn on camera. Yes. Sige. Naiuban. May camera. Okay na. Dito mamugos. Yes. Thank you so much, Alenton. Grabe ang enthusiasm. Sige po rin si Clap. Yes! Clap, clap.
Congrats.
laptop. O sige, nakatong na cameras. Turn on your cameras. Okay, mag-photo documentation na ta. Yay! Where them cameras? Kasi
Thank
mo
you,
take
Sir
sa
Franz.
picture si
Thank you,
Kendra.
UP Tambuli.
Ha?
Thank you, Sir Franz. Thank you, UP Tambuli.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you po, sir, for taking our invitation, no? Dapat jud ayon, sir. Kasi ayon.
Ion.
Ion. Pwede na di. Dara ninyo. Dita mo pugan, right?
Uh,
Sir, I look terrible. That's your face. What can we do? So, look at the cameras. O, Kendra. Kisa may makapik. Take a picture, anyone. Kinsa makatake a picture. Kaya naglibog na ko. Kaya napa ko diri sa ako iPad. Saan mo yun? Hello? Effort kay all for Tambuli, Char. Nani. Sana all iPad. Salita. Sige. Hernando will take the picture. Yes, Hernando. Say 1, 2, 3 cheese. Para kimaw ko na
1,
yung picture.
2, 3. Smile, guys. Okay.
One more.
Wait. Okay, ready. Ready, guys. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Nice one.
Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this event. Please keep posted for tomorrow's event because again, we might face technical difficulties no due to PLDT's announcement. So, thank you so much, Sir June Carl. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending. I hope you heard a lot, and we hope to see you tomorrow. No, so thank you so much. So, bye, 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 bye.
Thank you. Welcome.